Welcome to my channel. First of all, don't forget to subscribe. As you can tell, I'm actually quite new in YouTube, so I'm still sort of getting to know everything. Yeah, so I'll just continue on. I thought I'd do this video as a recess to take a break. Okay, those new to my channel can't comprehend and appreciate the enormity of someone else's personal experience unless they've walked in the same path or can relate personally in some way, whether it's through knowledge of someone else's experiences or you've researched it or studied about the same kind of related topic, etc. If you've never been to a real public court case, what you are basically viewing from my personal testimony is dreadful, but there's no way you can dress up any kind of tragedy without watering down the truth or the seriousness of what actually occurred at that point of time. Those with the same mindset as myself will automatically see or come to a realization of an overpowering force that I've been subject to all these years. What I mean is the hate alliance or the cyber attacks and the cyberbullying. Never underestimate the danger of defamation. But the advantage that you will have if you know what to do or what action to do when you know you've been subject or lured into something that is out of your control, to undo and unravel an unlawful concurrence of a secret plan by Seth is easy to undo if you leave sufficient trail of evidence. But really the real word for what's happened to one person historically clearly will reveal a conspiracy, which is usually an agreement by two or more persons to commit a crime or a wrongful act, and it's usually done through indirect crimes, not done directly. So what we're dealing with is indirect criminals, but the disadvantage for the person targeted is the invasion of privacy that will come from a breach from within your personal space, whether it's the use of somebody in your family or the use of unlawful investigation or the use of your home being bugged. And basically your whole area or environment is under some kind of surveillance by the opposition. But the disadvantage that has upon those that are targeted is when it's when it's done in advance and it's premeditated. Regardless how natural they try and make out it's natural, but when something is actually staged in advance, I have found that these people are doing their own thing, and they are actually easily able to premeditate your circumstance in advance, whether to make you walk into an evil plan or a plot. But the disadvantage that the person has that's been targeted is that once your privacy is gone, it's premeditated well in advance, and this can be done with whether it be done in 3 months down the track or 6 months or even a year. It's that easy and it's that dangerous. Okay, human trafficking comes in many formality, through force and by other forms of exploitation. But my channel will mainly be focusing on my own experience, so basically what I did when I went on Facebook, even though some of the evidence they actually exposed had different people like real life photos of real people. They're actually people from my personal space, whether they be my close friends, people from my past. But one way to prove a conspiracy is that it's when everyone within your personal space, family, close, immediate friends and family, have been used by the opposition. Reality is, unless the truth is exposed in its fullest composition of elements, the true predators can't be exposed for their evil act or their illegal crimes. Silent crimes has increased rapidly, more so now that we are in the generation of technology than ever before. Premeditated crimes are easy to plan beforehand and can wipe out your personal territory in a matter of time. Okay, I don't know if you've ever been to a real court case and sat down on a serious court case. I recommend you do. If you've never ever been in a court arena, like what I'm talking about, go and sit in. I think a good one would be like an indictable sentencing court case, where you will hear about maybe the sentencing of somebody who's been found guilty of a crime, and you'll find that in the sentencing court you will find that the judge will in full description describe in every single detail of the act of the crime done upon the victims. Okay, whether it's a murder case or a rape case, yeah, everything is done in full detail. So, you know, the whole crime scene, the whole act, the whole plan or the crime is clearly exposed in what it, you know, in full detail and exposure of the actual gruesome act. Or the crime that was committed by the defendant or defendants. So you'll find a lot of the news today, when they're actually telling something about something that has actually happened at a crime scene or something, it's dictated. But you'll find my channel, you know, because I'm actually the actual victim or the one that's been subject to the wrongdoing, you'll be hearing it directly from me, because it's in my own words of what has actually happened to me. But it's just more so then is for an awareness, with the hope that, you know, those that don't know anything about human trafficking or indirect crimes like what I've been subject to for years, and others that I've known that hasn't made it, you know, at least you can you know, have a little bit of understanding of what is human trafficking and what is actual indirect crimes. Because some people, believe it or not, some people don't even know what it is. But I've also found that, you know, defamation, a lot of people like to interpret somebody's personality or somebody's circumstances and actually take the context out of the actual true context. So what you'll be hearing from me on my channel is my experiences and what happened to me historically, and the laws that supports my case, and what you can do to help, you know, to avoid being subject to something you never consented to or intended to be a part of, or to help you avoid becoming a victim, because the last thing you want to do is becoming a victim. Naturally, my personality is, I'm not a sad, moody, gloomy, or I get depressed type of individual, although the opposition have painted a complete opposite picture about my personality to the public, to either, you know, gain favour or win over. But I'm not that type of person at all. And I'm not easily angered like an angry person. unless I'm being provoked. But once you understand what this subject or this thing I've been lured to and subject to over the years without my control, you'll have a full understanding where I'm coming from, and you'll see the definite you know, what's definitely wrong about what has happened to me. Others will already know because some have been witness to it, because they've been part of it as like a joke or just going along with it. Others have had other intentions to look out for me or watch over me and stuff, but I'm talking about my personal space, what happened to me at that time. So that is what my channel is for. Mentally, I'm not subject to emotional instability or illness, so I don't have a mental health illness at all. Hence, that's the reason why I've gone to court for the last 3 years with my case, but I'll update that later on. But mentally, I have a really sound mind, and spiritually, I am spiritually a strong person. I have a strong faith and personal beliefs in my personal faith. So I basically yeah, just coming out with it, and those who know me personally believe me. But as time goes on, and I sort of kind of decide what I'm going to put on my channel, basically I'm clearing like maybe 12 years of defamation or slavery or whatever this thing I've been subject to for years. But there is definitely got to be new bylaws. It's very dangerous, absolutely dangerous. It's illegal. And in the criminal jurisdiction, the criminal laws, they haven't changed one single bit. This new system, I have found that they are breaking the laws or breaking the system down to like so they've got, you know, a system for this, for like trying to break down the laws for privacy breach, for human trafficking, for human rights. But in the criminal laws, that hasn't changed one single bit. As far as, you know, serious crimes are concerned, that will never change, because if something, you know, serious happens and goes to court, the person's whole history is taken into account. Yeah, so, you know, these are the things that you've got to look out for. So I'm hoping, like, you know, I'll share my own personal experience with the complaint system and the legal system. And yeah, so I hope you're finding my channel helpful, and you will learn more and more about indirect crimes, and hopefully, you know, people will be a bit more aware of human trafficking. Yeah, okay, so I'll just leave it at that for now, and this video clip is just a recess to take a break from the story and just to you know, elaborate a little bit more, you know, about my video clips and the purpose of my channel, and I think everyone's got an understanding of that. So don't forget to subscribe and press like, and yeah, so, you know, everyone has problems, everyone has issues, and you'll have people hating on you. You know, everyone has different ways of reacting to hate. Nowadays, the worst kind of you know, anything for anybody, bullying or cyber attack that anyone could be subject to, is the ones that I've actually experienced and have actually come out of it now. And I'm so grateful to be out of it. So I'm gonna, you know, dedicate my time and channel to hopefully help other people to be aware of what is human trafficking. And yeah, so I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.